My name is Cal. This story happened, well, maybe a couple of days ago, I think. I don't really keep up with the time that much. Not anymore, frequently. I always live a life of order. Everything happens in a certain way, a certain timing even. I never forget anything. It's like being on autopilot, even. Everything happens automatically. I know exactly what to do without thinking. I get up and just do it. Now, I used to have a girlfriend named Emma. Emma was a very attractive girl that I had met during college. Me and her had this sort of spark between us. It was very interesting to even be around her. She seemed pretty cool, and well, she seemed to like me as much as I liked her. But, well, things became a little odd when I began to suspect something was off with her. I began to suspect that she was seeing someone else behind my back. It became pretty obvious at some point because, well, Emma is the type of person to leave her phone around unattended. On her phone, I can clearly see another guy text messaging her saying about them coming over. I knew right then and there she was doing it behind my back, so I decided to confront her about it, but of course she denied the allegations and said that I was just being paranoid. In order to prove my facts right, I decided to follow her around campus. Of course, and expected, I stumbled upon her cheating with me with another guy on campus. I couldn't believe that she would do this to me, but I did at the same time. She tried to tell me it's not what I thought, but I just stormed out of there before she could say another word out of her lying mouth. I was so mad that I just went home and just went to bed. Now, remember earlier when I said there's a certain order to what I do when I wake up in the morning? Usually when I go to bed, I go into the bathroom, usually to get my clothes off, get in the shower, get out, brush my hair, etc., brush my teeth, and then go to bed. I didn't do neither of those things. Now, what happened that night was a major gap, and I can't really exactly remember. All I know is just that I just went to sleep, and that was it. When I woke up the next morning, something felt off. Usually, it's always on autopilot. I always know what to do. I got up and did exactly what I did the usual, but something was missing. Something felt strange. It didn't feel like the usual, and it kept fogging up my mind of what it was. I tried everything over and over again to see what it was, but it just didn't click. I tried to, well, backtrack of what I was doing the other couple of days before this day, and I did everything right. It's just something was missing. I just didn't know what it was. So, as usual, I got up and went to college and did the usual. That whole rest of the day, I kind of forgot what happened the night before, so I tried to call Emma. Emma didn't pick up the phone, which was, well, I guess, expected of her since she didn't usually pick up the phone to me. But what was unusually strange is that she wasn't in class that day. Matter of fact, no one's seen her since last night. I couldn't find her anywhere until I remembered what happened the night before and decided to go to her little cheating boyfriend, I guess. He said he didn't see her either. He was a little hesitant to actually speak to me considering what happened the night before, but he did tell me that he did not see her for the rest of the night after that. It kind of went on and on for maybe a day or two until we started to really get concerned. I started getting phone calls from her mother asking have I seen Emma. It got to the point where we decided to call the authorities and get an investigation going. Emma was missing and no one knew why or no one knew where she went. But we needed to find her, that's all we thought. For weeks and weeks and weeks, the investigation went on trying to find her. We were all questioned of her whereabouts, but no one had any leads. 4 weeks after searching for Emma, her mother began to just become extremely depressed, knowing that the possibility of Emma still being alive after all this time was very slim. After, well, 4 more weeks of investigation, the police decided to give up the hunt of Emma. I actually sighed in relief. I knew that my plan went off without a hitch. I was in the clear. I decided to take Emma's body to a very disclosed place. I made sure to bury her properly so no one would find her. Emma should have never cheated on me with that guy. She should have thought very hard about who she was messing with. She thought she could laugh in my face after I told her off the night she came to my house. So I decided to silence her for good. Now she'll never cheat on me or with anyone ever again. Ever.